Welcome to another mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. Let's try King's Gambit against. I hope I'm not going to regret this. Oh, that's a bit passive. Okay, a bit of a passive response. I don't mind that if he's not accepting King's Gambit. That's naughty. I think that would be seen as a bit cowardly in the romantic era of chess. This one. Okay, let's just do this. It's sort of a little bit like a Vienna game. So Queen U1, Queen G3. Oh, is equal here with knight d4. It looks as though this looks pretty good for him. At least equal knight d4 looks pretty good for him. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hang on, because he's on c2. And Queen G3, knight c2, bishop a6, knight h5. What's going on? Knight d4, queen h4, knight c2, bishop g5, knight takes, knight d5, knight, bishop e7. Don't know. Knight d4 seems a really strong move here, actually. Looks as though my centre is under great pressure. If I take, takes, what am I doing about e4? I don't know what I do in that position. Start calculating this again. Knight d4, queen h4, knight takes c2, bishop g5, knight takes, knight d5, bishop e7. I haven't got anything. Uh-oh. Panic. Okay, no, he hasn't gone in for that stuff. Even bishop h6 now. Coming up. Alright, well, bishop takes h6. Well, as knight takes e5, bishop d6, bishop f4. Is that possible? I think knight d4 was killing when he had the chance. Bishop d6, bishop f4. Oh, this is different. Knight c2, rook ad1. I've got rook ad1. This is different from before. Significantly, surely. Much more favourable. There's 95 here. It's giving me 95 tempo. What's he doing? These are loose pieces as well. Queen d6, knight g6 wins the queen. Queen c3 looks as though it's almost picking up a piece now. If these two are really not protected. Just queen c3 here, no? Looks like a disaster. I really thought I didn't know what to do about knight d4. Just let's have a look at it with the engine after. But this is a very interesting game. I'm pretty confident here that he might be dropping a piece. Maybe it's an illusion. I don't know. Isn't he just losing a piece? Does seem to be. Okay. So knight D3 is Queen E4. Knight F3 might be more careful. Well, there's Knight C4. Knight C4. Looks to be a piece up. Not much to see here. Fat lady singing in the background. A fat lady singing. I'm on C7. There's F6 imminent. I dreamed a dream. And okay. F6. What about F6? I think the fat lady's still singing here. Knight E7 starts to get nasty. Now his peak rating on 5 minute, I'm curious now what his peak rating on 5 minute is. It's 2266, October 2009. Right. If I hold the F6 pawn as Queen E4, right, let's not go to sleep just yet. E5, maybe B5. I think Knight E7 hitting the rook, and then there's Queen. Well, there's E5 here. It's got B5, yeah, okay. So I'm going to drop E5. Is that a big deal? I get the other knight to C6. Protecting, knights protecting each other. Let's wrap this up somehow. Let's wrap this one up. Queen F5, just get the queens off. Actually, I'm threatening. Okay. Don't believe that one. Alright, let's see what happened in this game. I think Knight D4 he was clearly better. I'm not sure about this now. So maybe taking, is that anything? Does it give anything? I didn't see really what I'm doing with that. With the double pawns there. I wanted to sort of soften his knight squares a bit. Maybe this is not good. F5. I don't know what he's doing here yet. H3. What is he? It seems a bit weakening at H3. I don't know if there's any other better move. Here. Knight B4. Okay. What happened here was interesting. He took that and D5, and it seems this position already is dangerous on C2. Actually, there's Knight B4 mentioned. Right, but the one I'm really worried about is just Knight D4 here. How do I deal with this? Is the queen really having to go back to D1? That's a really meek move. But I think anything else, I'm just getting obliterated, aren't I? There's even Knight takes E4 here for Knight E2 check.
Check.
Obliterated. Knight takes E4. I think this is good as well, isn't it? Oh, Rook B1. So yeah, Knight D4, Queen D1 doesn't look healthy. Black's got fantastic control of D4. It seems as though F5, technically, it's horrible, this position. I mean, what is my queen doing on the D file? He's going to get a rook there soon. I mean, what about now? Oh, Knight D5. Right, to stop Knight D5 first. Isn't this just horrible? Do I somehow blunt the D file? Okay, maybe. That's a game. That's a game. I didn't see that. It's struggle though, isn't it? From Black having this D file pressure.
Check.
Queen G3 is good here. It's actually a double attack. Alright, maybe he's just blundered then with this move, Knight H7. It's a blunder. Looks very nice. That looks terrible. Yes, it looks as though it's gone downhill now. He's actually got loose pieces and they fall off with double attacks. Knight takes C7 even stronger, huh? Some on the bishop. Okay, it worked. The King's Gambit forced the kind of favourable Vienna game, which I kind of like anyway. Except it's always enlightening that F5 was a mistake, and yeah, because of that D file earlier, he could have had a nice position indeed. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube? I don't think, by the way, this is anything really to carry on about. Okay, thanks very much.